Are you all set up to record and such?
Yeah, actually, when I was waiting to get the IP, I logged in my single player world to make sure the Discord issue with the X story wasn't going to interfere with my FPS, and it doesn't seem to be.
Gotcha. Well, that's good. Alright, so I guess I'll do a countdown and then we'll go.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so on a 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to Hidden Secrets SMP with a new member. Kalbintion has joined us. And we're going to do a little tour here like we usually do with our new members around everything at spawn, and we'll get him a plot and get him all settled in. Nice. Taking that inventory. Before we
Gotta
start,
take that inventory.
got some supplies for you. I don't know if you're the type of person that likes to start with stuff or wants to be, you know, life in the woods style with nothing, but there's some stuff if you want it.
It's actually a mod I need, or a mod pack I need to start playing at some point. I really enjoy Life in the Woods, but I would rather bypass a whole wooden stone age.
Gotcha. Well, glad I could help with that. So this is the original spawn point, where it all began. The original torch. This is the only item on Hidden Secrets that is not made in survival. That is the only creative spawned item. And the reason we had that is way back at the start of the server we played on Endless Twilight for a twist for a while. And it's been there ever since pretty much. We encased it in a box later. We needed the light so we could see each other at the start.
Was it always on the chiseled quartz block?
No, it wasn't. This stuff was all gathered in survival. It was encased in dirt for a long time.
So how do we know if that's really the original torch? I mean, the person could have broken it and picked it up, and it could have been in a stack of torches.
Well, that is actually a good question. I actually put all of my torches away, and then I built this, and then I moved it in there, and nobody else has touched it. Fun fact, when Whiskers came back, he actually spawned inside that box.
Really?
He was inside that box. That's where he logged out last. It was insane. Trying to get him out of there was a complete disaster. Sort of around here we have community random, so this is where people will dump some stuff off that they don't want. If you want some basic armor, this would probably be a good spot to pick some stuff up. That's obviously useful for other people. So we have that. AFK fishing farm, I'm not sure how familiar you are with redstone stuff and that type of thing.
Oh, I love redstone stuff. There's actually been a few map projects I've made that heavily rely on redstone. Like there was an animal fishing minigame map I made, but I never released it.
Ah.
So I love redstone and command blocks.
Nice. So you'll probably be familiar with some of these things then. We've got a standard nano farm here for growing food and such. Cocoa bean farm, much the same. Overflowing cactus farm.
One of the recent things I did in my single player was a melon and pumpkin farm, and the melons are already overflowing. It's like a double chest full of melon sizes. It's like, this is ridiculous.
You're going to be
farm.
excited then for what we're going to look at later. This is a flower farm. Just hit the button, you get bone meal on these flowers, and you can pick them up and then transport them if you want. Really, really simple stuff.
It does all four then?
Yeah. And we'll kind of swing back around here. This is Jog's house, former member that we've talked about already. Just kind of there now for posterity, and if you wanted to move in before you had a house, you'd be welcome to. Spawn beacon, we changed the colour of this to whoever wins the UHC. The last one we did was versus Mindsource, and myself and Eri won, and we were blue, so that's why that's blue. Up here is the surface section of the penguin, which is actually a mob system inside here. And we just skinned it so that it looks nicer than a big giant hardened clay box that it was initially.
I can definitely hear the mobs inside.
Oh yeah, it's really efficient. We lit up a lot of caves around here. Through here is a new building. This is Lax's Malt Shop, just a little decorative type building which kind of fills out the area. Kind of like a classic American malt shop, get milkshakes and such. Nice little outside
I don't know
area.
if you've heard of the place, but the checkerboard floor in the interior kind of reminds me of a maid right. It's not a bad thing. I've actually only ever been to a maid right, I think 3 times in my life, and it was when I was much younger.
Gotcha.
Not the first time that's happened. Sure isn't going to be the last either, I'm sure.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm notorious for that. And also I'm notorious for shutting doors in people's faces, so I'll apologise in advance for that. So this is Erai's plot, his 7 + 9 days to die. Die's still there for
Fair enough.
what Die needs. It doesn't look like much, but you'd be surprised when you get inside.
I was wondering why the door closed on me. I'm like, you didn't turn around.
There's a brusher plate there. It's got a little book storage area going on through that door, nothing fancy. But the real prize
What's
is
with
down
the chicken?
here. I have no idea. I think it's just a random chicken that's there. And this is his actual base down here.
Couldn't even put in a blue and white wool sky, huh? Writer.
You know you writer, right? From streams and such.
I know of him, but I haven't really talked to him that much.
Gotcha.
But he definitely seems to be someone that would actually have put in a wool sky and didn't do so. Well, okay.
Through here we have Lone Hawk's Castle. Yeah, another former member. There's going to be a trend of this, so I apologise in advance. He built a giant castle
In order to
which
get there,
me and Erai finished.
and in order to get here, you have to go through the dark forest maze, and
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy in here. Initially, he made this really big nether-themed area, which was a bit, It didn't really fit in with the rest of Spawn, so we decided to change it to this lush, overgrown place, because it's going to be abandoned now as well.
I was noticing that there was an H on the side of the entrance.
I'm not going to ask about that.
Okay.
Down here is the spider farm. Pretty fairly standard spider farm. No experience on that one. You just kind of stand there, AFK, and collect string.
I have a spider farm in my single reward as well, so.
This is our melon and pumpkin farm. And I believe, yeah, it's pretty much full.
What's with the random zombie?
I don't know. This must be a cave near there. Nothing out this way.
I hate Minecraft music. I turned it on, thinking it'd be good, but it was way too loud.
I don't have mine on either. It's pretty much all there is this way. I suppose we could take Moon's tower and take a look at his plot and then swing back around that way. So this is Moon's plot and setup. He's very much the architect of the server, the fancy builder, the BOO if you will. He did our town hall and that type of stuff. Kinda wish I could just pay Moon to do me a base that I could live in.
Moon's building company?
Yeah. He's also the only other British member we have, along with me. And you're American, right? So you'll be sorted into Team America.
Yeah, unfortunately you do not get another Team England or Team British or whatever you guys call yourselves over there. Remember?
There's a lot of you guys now on Team America. There's also Team Canada that has 2. Nothing up here, I guess.
Why are these ladders here?
I'm not sure. I don't think Moon knows. Somebody asked him about that last group event because they were at his house for some reason, and he doesn't know much either. I think he was going to build something up there a while ago.
Those ladders are so random. Oh, here's a ladder.
And then we'll go to his basement. Got a nice little organizational setup going on. I know there's some extra chests here for some reason.
With sideways items in the item frames, apparently.
I'm not going to ask. Down here is just pretty much... This is the scene of a Hidden Secrets crime. There were American flags there until they got stolen and returned to their rightful owners, I guess. I mean, is that count as stealing when something's already been taken and you take it back?
I don't think so. You're liberating it, maybe?
Yeah. This is his enchanting room, and there was a redstone thing here a long time ago, and it was basically just a clock, and Moon is kind of notorious for not being very good at redstone, and he made a thing on the first day, as he called it, and it went in this room for a long time, until it became the enchantment area.
With the blank sign. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not going to question things I see anymore. Item frames with items sideways, a blank sign, those ladders.
And we'll head back into town here. This is Underachiever's house. He recently rebuilt it. It used to be a tree fort, but that came down and he replaced it with a steampunk build to kind of match with the rest of his stuff all over Spawn, because he's kind of into that type of stuff. I've not actually been in here since he finished it, because he's moved out now. He's settling down in a new place. This was one of his last projects to do, was finish this. It really looks really nice.
I apparently cannot stare.
Nice view of Spawn and such from up there.
Yeah, wow, that's a really nice view.
Oh yeah, you'll get your Hidden Secrets uniform probably in the mail within 2 to 3 days.
There's a uniform?
Yeah, you don't have to wear it. It's just a silly little thing we do to welcome people. You get a set of pink leather armor because our brand colours are pink and white. There's an example behind you.
Was that leather armor just made with pink dye?
Yeah.
So it's not like a custom color that you can do with the leather anymore?
No.
It's actually one thing I haven't done much with the leather armor. Mess with the custom dyeing system.
Right. This is our enchantment area. It actually was just the table for months and months and months until I took care of this and actually made a nice enchanting area. We've got lapis in there for that, and there's books and such in the chest at the back. Ready to be figured out. There's an anvil if you need to do stuff with that. If you enchant books and you want to put tools. Little potion brewing area. I mean, potion brewing is what it is. You don't really need a whole heck of a lot for it. So
I don't know. Have you ever watched Etho before?
I have, yeah. I've seen his crazy potion brewing thing.
Yeah. That's very impressive.
Not that many of us brew, so... This is the cake shop, which has changed hands, I think, 3 times. This is the cursed shop. Whoever seems to own this never seems to stay with us, unfortunately. So my advice would be don't take this shop on. Go for his dessert-themed items in here. Dinkelberg in the corner there. Little growing area out back. And down the ladder, some sugarcane farms. Not decorated down here. Or a sugarcane farm by the looks of things.
That's definitely a sugarcane farm.
And moving on here, I think we've covered everything on that side of Spawn. we'll,
What's with the giant statue in the distance? Oh, that's
oh.
part of the castle. I missed that completely.
Yeah, it's
I know it's the H, but not the giant statue. Okay.
yeah, the giant Lone Hawk statue, built a giant statue of himself. Make of that what you will. He also put all of his items in his head. Make of that what you will.
Really? Okay.
This is the post office. Almost done, according to LAC, but it's been almost done for months. It's got a... This is a... Well... See what I mean? We got a little notice board here, and a map of spawn. Recently been updated. We are currently... Let me see.
And a random zombie.
Yeah, Bruce Willis under the stairs.
Oh.
Where are we here? Yeah, we're right there. So there's the giant castle. Lax plot right there. Lax bonus. This is the monument, the big giant long thing there.
So why does a zombie exist?
I don't know. I don't have all the answers, Cal. I'm sorry, man. I just let things happen on here. And then we have a little vine farm, just, you know, vines. They're adorable and whatnot.
They're viney.
Indeed, that's a good term for it. Down here is a zombie purifier. We were using this to get villagers for the market at one point, but then we just sort of stopped. And, you know, we stopped essentially. This used to be a zombie grinder that we used for experience, but then when we got the Blaze farm and later the Guardian farm, we don't use this anymore for experience. But we can still make use of it for villagers, so we've been doing that with it. And there's a rail line here.
You said you guys haven't gone to the end yet, right?
No. Soon.
Damn.
Then we have the...
You know the whole soon DM thing.
No, I don't know that. We have a little horse stable over here. And soon it's going to be expanded over this side when Moon gets around to it. It's been finishing his plot lately. But it's coming along. We've got our giant town hall.
The jump boost is bothering me a bit. I'm not used to it.
Yeah, it is pretty handy for getting around some of the areas at the back of spawn, where it gets a bit more mountainous. But I really do like this town hall that Moon built. It took a while getting there, but it's rather majestic. We usually introduce our group events around spawn here and that type of thing. I think we're going to put the dragon egg in here at some point too.
I'm going to assume that's meant to be an N and not an H.
It's better to be a H and then an S for hidden secrets.
Ew. I thought maybe it was for north and south, but that also makes sense.
That would have been a good idea though. We've got a little villager market in here that myself and Underachiever worked on together. More signs. I haven't seen half of these signs, I want to point out, because I almost never visit lots of areas of spawn. I've just been kind of glued to my fireworks shop. We don't have all the merchants in here, but we have most of them now.
These aren't perfect villagers.
They don't exist anymore, do they?
They do. They're just kind of difficult to get and maintain.
Up here we have a stairway to Underachiever's steampunk airship building. An airship. So, take a look at that. There's a little house up in here with a bed and a furnace and whatnot. But if you actually want to get to the airship portion, it's outside and just follow the path up. This is a nice place up here. I like it a lot. Great view of spawn too.
Why did I just hear a skeleton? I thought you guys lit up the caves around here.
I mean, this is probably a long way away from the mob farm. It's nighttime too, so it might be on the surface somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I see it's down below at the base of the tower. I just noticed what day it was on the server.
Yeah, we've been going a while. Coming up on a year's anniversary in a couple of weeks.
17,966 days have passed.
But I mean, it didn't count it when we were on Endless Twilight, so that's not really an accurate representation.
Oh, true.
And we were on there for a good long time, a very good number of months. I guess we'll go down from here. Well, let's take this way, because this way takes you to the tree farm, which is another thing we need to look at. So this is our tree farm that Underachiever also built. This has kind of been his area. Got the wood and the saplings and such in here. Just go bone meal if needed. Pretty cool, I like it. And then we sort of have a crossroads. Up there goes to an ice farm. This is an animal farm. You can kind of spy. We have mushrooms, and there was pigs in there. I think there still is some. A bit laggy around here because of that.
Yeah, there's a couple pigs over here. 3 of them.
Yeah. And then we've got the tavern being built by Mobius. Almost done. We'll take a look at the ice farm here in a sec. I'll just do the near buildings first. It's got it upstairs. I think this is what he still needs to do, is this back section here. And get some seats and whatnot in there. Again, just kind of another decorative building to fill out some of the area around spawn. Nothing too intense.
I really wish Minecraft actually had chairs in it.
Yeah. Let's go take a look at that ice farm, I guess.
Pig, you are not a beacon.
So this is Eri's creation. So we've got ice and snow. There was a snow golem in here at one point, but there is not now. I think it died at some point. So yeah, the way this works is you get your Silk Touch pick, you clear it out, and you hit the button twice, and it'll refill, and then it freezes over again. Pretty simple, but pretty effective.
And I think the ice farm I have in my single world is only 3x3. It's really all I need for ice, but glad to know that kind of farm exists.
Yeah, it is handy for doing stuff with redstone and item elevators and such. Although I don't think they're going to work much longer.
They still work in 1.9 actually. Just not in its current format.
See what else we've got to tour around. I guess my house is up next, back into the main spawn.
We'll have to say the item elevators are kind of being forced back to what Mojang intended with the droppers.
Mm-hmm. This is Whisker's house, his first house. The story with him is he joined, he was the second member to join, he left, then he came back, and I was going on a project run, finishing all the former members' houses, and I finished this one, and then 2 weeks later he came back, and his house was finished, so we allocated him a new plot across spawn, which we'll take a look at in a minute, but it's kind of unfortunate. It sat unfinished for months too. And upstairs there is a bedroom here with The Whisker's still inside.
I didn't know he was online.
He's always online, always watching. There's a pig up here too, for some reason.
I was going to ask if you knew why there was a pig up here, but obviously not.
Nope. And down here is sort of like our little other bay area, kind of overgrown and lush. Oh, there's another sign that I haven't seen. Oh man. I'm gonna have a word with E-Ray when we finish our recording about these signs.
I think there was a sign in the marketplace that said something about the signs being courtesy of him at 3 a.m.
Oh, that was at the ice farm. I've seen those. This is my house. People get lost in here all the time, for some reason. I'm not sure why. I've got my little basement area, enchantments, potions, storage, food and such, crafting.
Do you really need this many potatoes?
Not anymore. Not now I live off of fish. And, I mean, upstairs is just kind of more of the same. Not really too much to that. This is our community farm area, by the way. I completely skipped over this. This is where we get potatoes, carrots, and wheat from. I guess we'll kind of recap that as we go back around. Can I get some of the jump boost? Or speed? I don't know. Guess not. We're not having that today. Oh well.
No.
So it's the
Strider.
long way across. Well, I guess we're taking a look at this now then. So this is our farm storage. Food and such is stored in there. Cooking materials and whatnot. Another melon and pumpkin farm. This was our original melon and pumpkin farm, but it only has a few plants in it, which probably was enough, but we decided we wanted more, so we got more. Sugarcane farm, fairly standard, just punch to harvest. Sheep farm here, that B2 made. Another former members project. You got all the storage and room for shears and such down here. This is just kind of the multicolored sheep farm. We have another one, which is a bulk sheep farm, which has a lot of sheep in it. If you want like just white wool and you want to dye it, it really depends what you need wool for as to where you want to go.
I have a system like this as well, with 5 sheep in each band of each color.
Yeah.
Generally gives more than enough wool for whatever project I'm working on, unless I'm trying to build a giant monument out of wool.
Mm-hmm. This is our holiday tree that we usually decorate with seasonal things. We had this decorated at Christmas and we put presents around it. We'll probably do something with it for Easter. We made it look sinister at Halloween type of thing.
Nothing for Valentine's, huh?
No, we didn't do anything for Valentine's Day. Not many people were actually interested in participating in that one. Only me and Whiskers had a date, so... And this is our little fishing dock area. If fishing's your thing, you like to just stand around doing nothing.
Only when I'm rendering.
Likewise, much the same over here. There's fishing rods and boats and all of that type of stuff. If you need it.
Random set of green leather armor.
Yeah, decoration, I guess. B2's home, again, former member. Tend to skip over these signs and just kind of avoid them. And she had kind of a little bit of a basement going on downstairs. And a tower upstairs, which is pretty cool. Another nice view of spawn. One of those finicky doors to get in
It's
here.
one of those find the buttons.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like there was a bit of a plans to expand the basement a bit.
Yeah, there was, although was not to be. Up on the hill here is Whisker's new house, under construction at the moment. It has been for a while. but he does bits on it. You might get a couple of blocks out of him every time he's on, so maybe by the end of the season he'll have it finished. Over this way is the bridge and the way to Bitter's place.
The pink beacon?
Yeah, there's the pink beacon here as well. Yeah, there's a rabbit farm, and he did some potion stuff. Doesn't look like much, but again, kind of delve underground, and you see a lot more to this.
Can't say I'm a huge fan of birch floor, but it works.
I kind of like this place. It's got some villagers in here, and people still visit it for the trading and whatnot.
I definitely like the open floor plan.
Yeah. It's nice to have some big open rooms to work with. The Salty Dam, there's a story to this. Initially there was a birch leaf wall here instead of this, and I was, well, it's safe to say I got a little bit salty about that, because it suddenly showed up and it looked like, oh, it was the worst thing I've ever seen, just stacked up there, and I ended up working with him and we took it out and we put the dam in there instead, and we added a path around here.
Birch leaf wall? A wall made of birch leaves?
Yeah, it was kind of like more like a hedge, I guess.
Why would it? Okay.
The fact that it's not there kind of explains what my thoughts were on it. So back into town here, I guess there's only really a couple more things to look at around spawn. And we'll pick you out a plot. So this is Expody's tower.
I think I found the American flags where they went.
Yeah. He recently left us just a couple of days ago, unfortunately. This is a really, really tall tower, and it's very dangerous the higher up you get, but the inauguration test is jumping from this tower and surviving, so...
And not walking into the edge of the lava.
It gets worse the higher up you get. So this goes
The lava or walking into the edge?
Both. But yeah, this goes all the way to world height. I will say, every new member who's joined after this was constructed has died the first time they've done it. So maybe you'll break that trend. Yeah, this is where it really begins to get dangerous. You can start to fall off.
Are we there yet?
We are now.
Oh, hey. Melons.
Yeah, he recently got pranked by Uri with some smashing melons and Nigel Thornberry. I'm not gonna ask. So yeah, to get down, there is a water pool down there. I will go first. I've not died from this yet, so just have to jump off and try and land in the pond. Nice, you're the first new member to actually make it down alive.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried there. Getting about halfway down the tower, I'm like, crap, there's a bit more of a ledge there than I thought. I was not too sure I was going to make that.
So then we have Lax plot. He's working on wrapping up his plot right now, actually. He's got a nice mooring tower and an airship going on. He's been busy with lots of community projects on here, so he's not had too much time to work on his plot. So he's just at the moment landscaping it, putting in that wall. He actually hung out with me on stream earlier today. I was doing my stream a day and we did some stuff on here, and he worked on this a bit. Pathway to his airship. And the last remaining moose from the moose prank, which is a very old prank where Underachiever put moose all over spawn, and this is the last one left. The rest were tore down. He has a birch leaf antler there because while Lack was moving him from the control room, he accidentally cut off one of his antlers and didn't get it back, so he has a prosthetic one now.
Alrighty then.
It just gets weirder, doesn't it?
Like I said, I'm not going to question anything anymore after the hello cat.
There's a cat in here, and there is the view of spawn. Really nice one in here.
That's a lot of buildings.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things going on around spawn now. We're pretty much at a point where most people are either done or very, very close to done. Which is unfortunate for you, my friend.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. We haven't been over to the monument area, have we?
No, we've still got that to do. A couple more things to show before we get all the way over there, but we are heading that way.
Yeah, I take it you're no longer on the airship.
Nope, I'm at the front of the plot.
On my way down. Oh, by the way, can I just say I really dislike pressure plate doors right now? Closed on me when you entered earlier.
Oh. So we've got Mobius's plot here. This, the trees might actually look intentional, but they were a prank. Where people put trees all around his plot, and he's decided to keep them because he was going for a Zen garden look. And it actually kind of works. Like, it kind of adds a lot of perspective. You've got the giant tower, the airship, the penguin. It kind of helps block out some of the more crazy stuff that we've got going on around here. And he's working on his house. He's been at the tavern a lot though, so not too much has been done here. And we've got the fireworks store, which is what I've been working on recently, the past day or two. It's not quite finished yet, but a little bit of decoration up there and a fireworks machine down here. Just hit the button and you get ingredients to make fireworks with.
This looks oddly familiar.
Yeah, I think Ether did something like that.
He did.
And then we've got the monument down here, which is pretty much the last thing to really take a look at. I'm not going to take you around all of the nether portals and stuff like that and say, hey, here's the desert, here's the blaze farm, you know. I'll let you figure those out on your own. They're all signposted. So this is basically complete bar the statues themselves, which are going to start going in soon. It's finding time to get everybody in and get them done as the season progresses. And I'll need to expand it now to add you to the list.
Which means you're going to have an odd number.
For now. Hopefully we'll get somebody else to join as the next couple of weeks go. And that's pretty much it, man. The only other stuff to look at would be stuff in the nether, which, by the way, I'll show you the nether portal. It's just right by main spawn.
Yeah, I thought I had heard it at one point, but I wasn't really looking for one.
Yeah, so down here, there is, through there is the branch mine and the speed mine, which is what it is now. There's also a mushroom farm down there to check out. Through here is where the nether portal is, and if you want to get access to the mob drops from the mob farm, through there will take you to there. There's like double chests upon double chests of stuff in there. If you need rotten flesh, bones, arrows, gunpowder, all that type of stuff. So,
Will the server be updating in 1.9 when that comes out?
we're going to leave it a couple of days just so that Optifine can come out for those who are on lower end machines, but pretty much as soon as there's a preview build out, we'll be going straight to 1.9.
Alright.
So now I guess it's deciding where for you to live, where you would like to set up shop. Would you prefer somewhere like the plains or the mountains?
I like flat areas, but let's go mountains.
Alrighty. So if you wanted to do mountains, then you would probably need to go over here. That's probably being the best place. And be out by Bitter's place, which will mean you're a long way from main spawn, but you get the seclusion, I guess. And how big are you looking to build? Plots of 50 by 50. I'm not bothered if somebody goes 51 by 51 or so on, but as long as it's not 100 by 100, I'm not really too bothered. Just to try and keep space somewhat efficient.
So you mean I can't recreate one of my first builds in Minecraft ever?
Why? How big is that?
565 by 565.
Dang, yeah, I don't think that would fit here. Maybe that would be better for your own base one day.
Just a few 100,000 blocks out that way, you know, just in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, one of my first builds in Minecraft was a giant town.
Wow.
Encased in walls and everything. It was actually designed for large-scale PvP too. Like the walls were interior was made of lava and obsidian, so like people couldn't mine through it. Like there's specific channels people had to go through with the gates and everything.
Oh, nice. That would have been really cool. Would this be a good spot for you to set up shop, or would you like to keep looking?
Oh, there's definitely a lot of things I like about this area, but I'm gonna cross the way better, or across the way that river, I guess, is over here.
Man, you really would be on the edge here.
Oh, hey, the river just suddenly stops, or no, wait, turns the corner. Go away, spider.
Would you prefer to be over there?
Yeah, just in case, not really seeing anything I could do with this, but, over there I can definitely see stuff I could be doing.
Yeah, that's fine. What I'll make sure then is, we will run a path up to where your plot is, from spawn at some point. I don't know if you want to take care of the bridge or not across here, but we'll put a path in for you. And this will probably be someone else's plot right here at some point, so you'll get that. But I'm more than happy for you to set up shop over there. Will be a bit intense because of all the mobs, but in daytime it should
You give me a stack of iron, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, good luck, man, and welcome to the server.
Yep, thank you.
I guess that'll be about it for the video. So take care, everyone, and have a good day.
Indeed.